Welcome to the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. How's your minge?
How was your minge?
Wait, how did we even come up with the name How's Your Minge?
Oh.
All the Irish people knows what minge means, and it's funny. It's not whatever, but
I think it's pretty funny.
I think it's
I
hilarious.
mean,
bro.
mostly.
How's your minge, mate?
Yeah. So a lot of people get their panties in a wad over everything. You know, they get uptight, they get upset over topics, conversations. And, you know, I imagine me and you, we're going to have some conversations about topics at some point on here that people don't like to hear talked about and don't like people's opinions of. So
Definitely.
I don't even know if me and you have the same opinions on a lot of subjects. At least something, I guess, along the way we'll kind of discover as well. But, I mean, if you don't like people to discuss sensitive topics, this is probably not the place you're going to want to be. That's
Definitely.
probably the truth right there.
Cancel.
Yeah, as long as you can handle just good humor. It's just talking about how we feel about things. Just laugh about it. Live a little and don't be afraid to step out of your little bubble.
That's it. Just being honest and speak. As far as I'm concerned, speaking about what everyone's thinking, but is afraid to say.
First things, what's something that people don't know about you?
Well, I'm not unemployed. That's for sure.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What are you doing for work?
I do personal training, bro, but I had a gym. I owned a gym in Dublin city centre for 10 years.
10 years.
Which was mentioned on the show, but somehow they magically seem to left that one out. That's something that people don't know about me. I am definitely not unemployed. I am actually a business owner.
If you could give yourself, your 18-year-old self advice, what would you tell yourself?
Yeah, I don't know how to answer that. I'd have a lot to say to my 18-year-old self. I got in a lot of trouble when I was younger, bro. Like, big trouble. I was never in prison either, by the way. And I'm not a felon. Stop trying to be something that you're not.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Is that something you felt like you did?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we all do when we're growing up. We're trying to find ourselves, find our way, and sometimes that involves us trying to be something we're not, to fit in with a crowd that maybe we don't actually fit in with.
Yeah, no, definitely didn't fit in with them alright.
Why did you try to fit in with? Do you know what made you want to try to fit in so badly?
Not that. No, it wasn't that I was trying to fit in so badly. It was just so my mother and father split up when I was about 12, bro, and my father bounced. So, my kind of role models growing up, not that they were my role models, but my manly figures, I suppose, that I looked up to were not so nice people, and I kind of just got roped up in that shit. And then, yeah, it took something big happening. Then I was like, okay, well, I kind of take a step back, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? This isn't me. What am I even doing here? You know what I mean? And that's that. And God pushed me in the right direction ever since, and I am forever grateful to the big man upstairs.
No, I know I am as well. I know. I've been blessed to have you in my life and have you as a friend in my life. I knew the day we met on set for the tell-all, I literally, after we shook hands and we all walked away, we went back to our little own green room, and I looked at her and I said, me and him are going to be best friends.
Yeah, you told me that, yeah. That's cool. I love that. And now we are best friends.
We are. I just knew it was going to happen. I saw it coming. I was just like, nah, I can tell, like, we got the same energy.
Yeah, I like hearing that story. That's good.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking anything at the tell-all because I was absolutely exhausted.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I remember you at the tell-all. I remember when they were going through some of the people's stories. I saw you just, like, sitting there just trying to keep yourself awake. You're, like, rocking back and forth.
But my ADHD is so bad. Even when they're setting up for your solo interviews, like filming the show, like you're sitting there for 2 or 3 hours. I'm like, I can't take this. I cannot sit still for this long. Like, it's even what we filming now, 5-10 minutes. Even now, it's hard for me to sit still.
Yeah.
I don't know, how are you sitting still? We've way more ADHD than I do.
I mean, I think probably because I haven't really slept in the last 3 days.
You know what though? You seem to have more productive ADHD energy than me. You're very productive.
I think I just kind of, I stay productive because if not, I lose. If I lose focus, if I stop,
It's very easy.
if I stopped doing this, if we stopped doing this at any point, if we just stopped for like a day, 2 days, boom, interest gone.
No.
I would be like, nah, I'm done with this. Oh, that was a fun project. I enjoyed that. I'll never do that ever again.
You're gonna have to stay in your ass. So.
You're gonna,
God damn, I
man.
didn't know that.
That's the way it is. Like ADHD is hard, and especially with mine, which I'm not gonna lie, it's not just with projects. It's with relationships. It's with the people you love. And that's where it really is the hardest to deal with for me. And Tata, that's what has blown my mind with Tata. She continues to pique my interest and continues to have me just never knowing what I'm going to find or what she's going to do. I found out, I think, 6 months ago that she could do Javanese dance. She just randomly goes, oh, did I tell you I can do traditional Javanese dance? And then she goes out, comes back into the room, and does a full traditional Javanese dance. I was flabbergasted. I'm like, why were you never going to tell me that? And then it was like a couple months later, she sends me a video and she goes, how's this look? And she's literally jumping in the air, doing a tornado kick. And I'm just like, when did you learn karate? She's like, oh, everybody learns it. And I'm like, no, when did this?
I'm gonna have to see one of those spinning back kicks, Tata.
It's incredible. It was, I couldn't believe it. And she did it in like the living room at the time, and it was a small room. And I'm just like, you did that and you didn't break anything? Like I would have gone through like a TV or a window.
Shout out to the little Indonesian gangster Tata. We love you.
She is a badass. I know she impresses me every day. And so for me, having my ADHD and for her to continue to have my interest and keep me always just wanting to learn more about her and never losing interest in her blows my mind. There's something so special about her. She scares me and fascinates me at the same time.
Good mix. What's one thing that you learned about yourself from being on reality TV?
Oh, I mean, probably how much patience I have in certain things, and then also how much I lack patience in others. Having a bunch of people in your space and trying to have real conversations, that's tough. That's really tough. And for me, I really struggled to be able to focus on the issues I was talking about and focus on what my thoughts and feelings were and being able to share them openly and honestly when I had a bunch of people around me just staring at me.
Yeah, and you had a big crew, which is as well, didn't you?
I mean, I think no bigger than anybody else, but we just had a lot of shooting, a lot of it just feels longer. Having ADHD, I think everything feels longer, and it just feels a lot.
Yeah, because you're not
like it drags on.
For half of it. Me and James, aka Jimmy, need to be stimulated constantly. He's gonna punch me.
Yeah, at least give me some bubble wrap. Give me some bubble wrap and let me pop some bubble
toys or
anything.
Something.
Just give me something. If you're gonna have me sit there, give me something to fidget with. I mean, you do that, like I'm good. I'm good. Just give me something to fidget with. Like give me something to stay distracted.
Stay stimulated.
I mean, I'll sit there and I'll stare where you want me to. But I mean, I know it's what they got to do. They got to get it set up. It's part of the job.
I know, but it takes them 3 to 4 hours.
For us, it feels like never ending, never ending torture.
It took them when they were setting up for our solo interviews and all. It was taking them 3-4 hours to set up, and you're sitting there like a moron for 3 to 4 hours with light shining. Like you're like, how many times do you need to take this shot, man? Like seriously.
Well, they just gotta get everything right. The background's gotta be good, and
I don't care.
I know.
I'm joking.
I feel that. I feel that. I mean, that's how it feels in the moment.
Were you like where they were you at the background? They're like, wait, hang on. Okay, now wait, no. And they're like, you're like, what are you doing, man? Get on with it.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes, that happened. That happened.
What's something that the listeners may not know about you, James? What's something I don't know about you also?
Oh, something you don't know about me? No, I like rocks.
I thought you were going to say something completely different there. It rhymes with rocks, but anyways. Just the way your lips were moving, I was
Wow.
like, he's gonna say something off the cuff here, because
So
you never know.
Did
And
anybody
James,
else think that I was about to say like that's not?
yeah, because they don't know you. I know you. James is wild, and he just says off the cuff shit like myself. That's why we get on so well.
I was gonna say.
That's actually. Let me say something to the listeners. This guy, whatever they portrayed him to be like on the show, absolutely nothing got to do or got what like he was portrayed on the show.
I gotta
Absolutely
agree.
nothing.
I gotta agree. I don't recognize myself.
They didn't. Your whole personality didn't shine through on that. They dulled it down, and it just anyway.
There was a lot.
Anyways.
There was, like you said, a lot hit the cutting room floor.
A lot.
But that's just part of, I guess, the show. But at the same time, you're like, I thought you wanted reality. I know something everyone really wants to hear. How is everyone's favorite little Irish girl, Bella, doing?
Bella, I thought you were going to say, how's your minge? That's what I thought you were going to say. Bella's doing good, bro. Bella's doing good. She is, Bella's Bella. Bella's doing good. She's with me at the minute. And yeah,
how do you handle her energy?
I don't, bro. She gives me anxiety. She's the only thing in the world that gives me anxiety. She's cute. And she's amazing, but my God, she's like a little tornado that just runs around non-stop. But I wouldn't change it for the world. But yeah, I don't know how. Well, sometimes I don't handle it. Like, sit down, shut up.
This is why I'm still struggling about being a dad. I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could do that.
But yeah, Bella's doing good. She is. It was her birthday a few weeks ago.
How old is she?
10 now.
Nice.
She joined a new boxing club, which thank God she is. Yeah, she's training and fighting now with the girls. So we own it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So that's she's doing well then.
She's doing well. We might have a little camp set up for her during the summer for her first fight. We'll see. Is there anything you would have done differently on the show now, looking back at it? And if so, why?
Oh, anything I would have done. Oh, there's some things I would have done differently.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Spill the tea.
I wouldn't have made banana chips on television.
Why? Them banana chips were gorgeous. I've tasted those banana chips.
They are gorgeous, but how does it feel to be known as the banana chip guy?
Is that what you're known as? The banana chip guy?
Yeah, I'm the banana chip guy. That's pretty much what everybody knows me as.
The banana chip king, bro.
I mean, I love this. Yeah, the banana chip king.
Let's just spin it.
James, the banana chip king. There we go.
It.
Hey, if you're gonna be king, at least be king of something. I'll take it.
It.
I'm king of something. Cool, I'll take it.
Jimmy the king of
Technically,
banana
though,
chips.
Tata's dad would be the banana chip king because he is the banana chip
They
king.
taste good, bro. I don't know why you're
They
not.
taste
He
amazing.
used to be selling them. I know you had some import issues, but my God, they taste good, bro.
Yeah, they're expensive to get into the U.S. So
They
they do not like them being transported from Indonesia to the U.S.
True,
so
yeah. They don't like that being transported in here, do they?
yeah, no produce.
But,
Produce is tough. What would you have done differently?
Not go on it. Not go on
well
it.
done. Well said. So that was it that awful for you? That unlikable?
No, it wasn't. I had an absolutely amazing time doing it, filming it, and obviously getting your free little paycheck, as I like to call it, free money, free side hustle money. And everyone was amazing. I just now seeing it, I'm like, I wouldn't be interested again. Just not my kind of thing, to be honest.
Have they asked you to be back on it?
They've asked me a few times, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what they wanted you to be on, or?
Yeah, Diaries, Pillow Talk, and Happily Ever After they rang me about.
Yeah.
So I respectfully turned them all down.
Well, I mean that's how you feel,
And respectfully I turned them down. I'm not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like I said, listen, I appreciate the opportunity. It's just not from me.
When was the first time you fell in love, like real love?
The first time I experienced true unconditional love is when I had my daughter, bro. And usually my thinking is, you're with your partner, you love them to bits, and I love you. Until you have a child, you actually don't experience what true unconditional love really is. However, seeing how much this man loves Tata, maybe I'm wrong on that. But for me personally, true unconditional love is my child. That's what I feel like. So shout out to you again, Rosie. Thank you
I
for
mean,
giving me that opportunity.
I feel that was a pretty good answer
Yeah.
right there. That was And I've seen it. I've seen how much you love Bella, and I've seen how much she loves you too and adores you. It's man.
Most of the time, sometimes she wants to kick my ass.
I mean, I feel that's just family though. I mean, there's always those moments, especially between a kid and their parents. That's just.
But
the
you know
way it
what?
is.
Every time I give out to her and blah blah, I do always go back and apologize because a lot of people don't. You know what I mean? Like,
apologizing, it takes a man to apologize.
That was my bad. I apologize. You were annoying me and you didn't listen to me when I said it 6 times, but I'm the grown up and I shouldn't have reacted how I reacted. However, sit there and shut your mouth for 2 seconds. What boils your blood? Everything boils my blood. Little things like that really irritate me.
One of the things that boils my blood is, if you walk out and you were to go out and you were to hit a woman in any way as a man, you're gonna go to jail. Of course, if you hit anybody, you're gonna go to jail. But if you were to, put on a cute little sundress, put on a wig, and then go get in a ring and then hit a woman, now you get a trophy and you get put in a magazine.
You're getting celebrated, yeah.
Celebrated across society. Like, congratulations. You really knocked her out. I don't know. That
Congratulations for being a cheater.
Yeah, I will never stand or be able to stand behind men in women's sports. I just don't. And that's one thing that boils my blood. Seeing that and seeing these women who have spent their years and years trying to get to where they are in sports and achieve what they've achieved, and then to see their records being smashed and destroyed by these men coming in and just taking their trophies.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Just absolutely destroying these records, smashing these records, and it's like you don't deserve that record. You don't get to come in and just destroy the history that these women have done and created, and you're just erasing them. You're erasing these women from history, and that is just sad to me. I've got 4 sisters, so for me to just see that kind of stuff happening, I'm like, that's just ridiculous. When did we get to that point? When did we just think that? And to see some people willing to die on a hill to allow it to continue.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand it.
The world's gone mad, bro.
I don't understand
I don't know what's going on in the world today.
But that boils my blood. Give me something. Have you heard any stories about America that have just blown your mind?
Oh my God, where do we even say? Yeah, bro, America and Canada. I don't know what's going on in these countries. The whole, if you want to identify with whatever you want, more power to you. But when kids start identifying as cats and people are demanding to put kitty litter boxes in the bathrooms of school, come on, there's a line. Come on, when's the madness going to end? If my daughter came home and said she identifies as a cat, I'd be like, that's great. You're going to shit outside and eat off the floor. So, and before that commences, you're also going to get a kick up the hole and a bottle of cop on, and you're going to be made drink the fucking thing. That's absolutely madness, bro. Yeah, I seen a footy in the airport.
You did?
In JFK, yeah, walking around with a full blown ass mask and a big furry tail on.
Wow.
I was hoping she was going to sit beside me, because I would have started to ask her some questions respectfully, but I was curious.
For me, the litter box part's a bit much. I agree with litter box. The rest of it, if you want to dress up as an animal and walk around, you know what, more power to you. As long as you're fully covered. Stay fully covered. I mean, as long as you're not trying to be naked in public and all, I don't see that hurting anybody. I don't. The litter box part though, that part.
Hang on, you just spun that around on me now and made me look like an asshole. I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Well, all I can say is, how's your minge after this podcast? I hope that you are doing well. I hope you've enjoyed the conversation, and I know some of you have definitely got some knots in your panties. But I hope that you will tune in next week and join us as we are 1 week closer to some NDAs being ended and some tea being dumped all over everybody. I know you guys wish it was dumped over that guy right there, and he's probably shirtless, but that's not happening. Or is it? If you blast the comments, I bet he might make it happen. What was that?
Pots of tea being flung everywhere.
Pots of tea, lots of tea, lots of tea. So tune in next week, and let's see what kind of mess we get into. We're one step closer, one week closer.
Yeah, 1 week closer to the NDA being up.
Yep, so 1 week closer to the NDA being ended, and we'll see how deep you want to dive off that bridge.
Oh, I'm diving, bro.
everybody ready for this?
I got my certificate in diving. I'm going for that motherfucker.
Oh, we got a diver in here. We got a diver in the room.
Yes.
All right. Well, hey, thanks everybody for joining us, and we hope that you join us next week for more of the How's Your Minge podcast. We'll see you next time.
Peace.
I mean, I really thought you would talk more about your dick, but.